Johnny Rowell here.
You know, I gotta go to work.
Hey John, I said you forgot your tampons in my car.
All right, here we are. It's around 6 o'clock. And we got a pretty good view of the Gorman obstacles. Look at that.
So one Saturday afternoon, I had to drive 60 miles from Los Angeles to Valencia to meet with a client. Since I was this far away from home, I thought might as well camp out at Gorman, Hungry Valley State Vehicle Recreational Area. One thing that I love about the overlanding community is that so many of us are ready to go at the drop of a hat. All it took was a Facebook post on crossoverlanding.com and an Instagram post, and voila! 9 vehicles ready to do some obstacle conquering practice in Gorman. And in this episode, we send all the vehicles up the cement shelf climb. This is the perfect obstacle for testing because it's consistent, it does not get rutted or blown out. It's perfect for off-road comparisons. I'm also excited that we have a Volkswagen Touareg 3.0 V6 turbo diesel. You don't see these every day, especially out on the trails in the USA. And representing America, we got a Chevy Suburban. Seriously, ladies and gentlemen, why aren't more people overlanding Chevy Suburbans? To answer this conundrum, we have a special guest correspondent.
Hello, Johnny Rowell here. And we're gonna be walking around DJ's Chevy Suburban.
This is a 1996 Chevy Suburban 4-wheel drive. It is the beginning stage of what I'm doing. But she's completely stock.
It's a she.
It's a she.
What's her name?
I always just call it the Green Machine.
The Green Machine.
The poor man's 4-wheel drive.
It's like Wonder Woman and the Green Lantern had a baby.
That's right. This is my high dollar door system.
Whoa.
It actually is high dollar because it's a Honda.
Right?
Honda is expensive office equipment.
Eventually I'm going to build a platform to lift it, and I'm going to have things underneath. Don't worry about this area. I'm working on that. That's why it's open.
Work in progress.
Work in progress, this whole thing.
Yeah. Look at that. Look at this.
This is the
RTT to roof ratio. You can put 2 of them there. You can put 2 rooftop tents.
or a 4-man pit.
Hey John, didn't we see a Suburban with an interesting roof rack up
Yes.
at Minachi?
Yes, we did. You know, quite honestly, I don't understand why more people don't overland Suburbans.
Oh, they should.
The go-to is like this guy with his Jeep.
Yeah.
And the Toyotas.
You know what? You can buy these things for like $1,000.
No one is doing this. No one. I always wondered about that. Why don't people overland Suburbans? How many MPGs are you getting in this thing?
But I was getting between 14 to 16.
Oh,
And
that's
that's-
not. It's a 5.7.
Yeah.
Okay. So, big engine, big vehicle. One thing I noticed is when you throw stuff on the roof like that on a big vehicle that's designed to be big and carry a lot of weight, modifications like that just don't really affect MPGs as much. Now it's time for a side-by-side comparison at the 4x4 practice area. Here's my Honda Passport on the left and a Volkswagen Touareg on the right. I have better gearing and he has better torque. This is a reminder that this is a comparison, not a competition. The drivers of these vehicles are different, and so throttle input and line choice will matter a lot. Now we have 2 vehicles with identical power and drivetrains. Lexus GX 470 on the left and Toyota Sequoia on the right. You'll see there's different line choices being made. Looks like the GX is going deep. Those are deeper reds. These both have the second generation traction control called A-Track. Now we have DJ in his Chevy Suburban on the left and Jose Ochoa on the right with his Jeep Wrangler JL 2.0 Turbo. DJ uses a lot of throttle input, and Mr. Ochoa is just crawling up. Oh, it's me again. Let's go get the Touareg back over here. There he is. So Jason and his Touareg is using some momentum. He goes a little deeper than me in the rut. Now, one thing to point out is I have disconnected rear sway bars and he does not. So I think someday he's going to try it. Lexus GX and a Jeep Gladiator Rubicon. The Jeep has a solid front axle. He is crawling up. He is not losing any traction. You can see the GX is losing a lot of traction, but he has A-Track. That's going to do a really good job at braking the opposite wheel and transferring power to the other wheel. Good job to both. Chevy Suburban and a second generation Honda Passport, which is actually an Isuzu Rodeo. And check out that flex. Okay, so DJ in the Chevy Suburban is showing off the gearing. Four-wheel drive gearing. When you drive slow like that, it is harder. So if your vehicle could handle it, then it's basically flexing, right? All right. These guys again. Now, one thing you'll notice, well, the Jeep JL has really aggressive gearing. I believe it's a 65-to-1 crawl ratio. Okay, that is not a Rubicon version. That's just a regular Jeep on 35s. Now you'll see on the right, the Isuzu Rodeo, I'll call it. You'll see his brake lights tapping every now and then, and that's because he's actually using the 2-foot method. That means left foot on the brake, right foot on the gas. It's a safer way to get over obstacles, but if you have enough gearing like the Jeep, you kind of don't need it. Speaking of the 2-foot technique, I'm still trying to perfect it in my Honda Passport. I just don't have a 35-degree climb to go practice on. Well, right now I do, and I've learned a lot on this run, but you'll see the Lexus GX, you don't see a brake light tapping at all. Also, that Lexus GX is not in 4-low, and I'm not sure if the center diff lock is engaged. That's why he's spinning tires. Ooh. So you heard Ian screaming out, engage 4-low, hit the center diff lock. And I'm on the right trying to figure out the drive-by-wire system in my Honda Passport. It's all electronic, so lots of electronic nannies. So trying to figure out how to 2-foot it. So you'll hear that on the right, my Honda Passport is surging a lot. Ooh. Lexus GX.
Perfect. Keep it coming.
There's Ian calling out for the Lexus to drop down into low.
Is that smell?
Okay, on the right, my Passport is trying to overcome this rock, and there you go. I have enough gearing to drive up on top of that rock at a 35-degree angle.
Yep. Just like that, nice and straight, you're good. Yeah, come on.
The Lexus GX is at 4 low now, but just bad positioning, so he didn't make it up there.
That's right. Come on up. Yep.
Now we have the real driver exiting the rear seat.
Yep. Yeah. Oh. Did the driver just come out the back bit? Yeah, here you go. Come on. You're doing great, dude. You're doing great. You're good.
Okay, so we got the driver mod in the Lexus GX now.
Lined up. You're straight, dude. You're on 2 ledges on each wheel.
My Passport is lining up, and I am going to bump it.
Perfect. This looks familiar now.
There we go.
Right? Okay.
Now, I've always entered this obstacle from the side. This is the first time I tried it from the very bottom, which you can see there's bigger rocks. Lexus GX is moving now with his prime driver.
That's it, man.
And I'm familiar with this part, so I'm using more momentum. I feel comfortable with it.
Inside.
And there we go.
Inside. Are you hitting this now?
That was a first for me, starting from the bottom.
Throttle control too.
It's chunking off? Oh, crap.
That's the outer edge of the wheel, the tire.
Shoulder?
Yeah, the shoulder.
Oh, there's another piece right there.
Throttle control, man.
Yeah.
He's shredding it anyways. I mean, you could. I 2-foot this whole thing all the way.
Yeah.
How you knock.
Yeah.
Here, are those your friends in the black GX? Okay, here you go. It's a souvenir. You chunked off some tire. Here's a Lexus GX again. This is actually before that attempt he just made. This has the original driver, the prime driver. And to the right we have Ian and his Nissan Pathfinder. Ian is taking a much more cautious approach. I prefer the more cautious approach, but that's just me. Ian and I think, are more of the overland type. We're not here to get up an obstacle as fast as possible. We just want to get out, explore, and adventure. So why are we here? Well, it's good to practice. It's actually pretty substantial too. I'll probably go passenger, Ian. There you go. There's a little rock here, but I believe you have enough to clear it. You're on your rear tire, you're going over that big rock. Good? Rocked the wrong shoes.
Yeah, I did the same.
Where
Oh no!
I forgot to bring my my hiking shoes. These are my work shoes. So here's a 60 series Toyota Land Cruiser. Looks like it's stick shift. By the way, this guy's not part of our group. Ooh. Okay. So one thing I wanted to point out is that this isn't an easy obstacle. You have to respect it.
They are kind of bulletproof though. They're pretty strong trucks.
Yeah, it looks like nothing happened to it, right? It was no thing. That thing's a tank. I think so. No damage. You drive a tank. I used to drive an FJ, but I never off-roaded it. I just took it to the ski resort. And it had a rear locker too, but I never used it. I didn't know what that meant. I was like, why is there an X on this axle?
So sad.
I'm pretty sure I tried the buttons and wasn't sure what it did. Yeah.
Like, what is that? Oh,
Yeah.
You didn't change anything. Oh,
Yeah. Very cool, man. I used to drive an FJ, a TRD, it had a rear locker. I didn't off-road it though. I didn't know about off-roading. Hey, do you mind if I? All right, cool.
okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Thanks. He'll guide you. Here's Jason in the 3rd generation Volkswagen Touareg turbo diesel. 406 pounds of torque versus a rock. Yeah, nice. Woo.
Are you in 4 low? You're not in 4 low? Oh, you don't have a low? Ah, that's why.
Wait. Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. Doing great, DJ. This is a pretty good camera angle to show how steep this obstacle gets.
Nice try.
Good job. I'm sure many of you have heard this before. I didn't buy my all-wheel drive crossover or SUV to go rock crawling. So I don't know if what you saw so far is considered rock crawling. This definitely is. Mr. Ochoa and his Jeep just hit his right to rock slider. I may attempt something like this. With further modifications, I plan on getting a 3.5-inch tracks to lift. It doesn't look like the axles get crossed up too much here. It looks like rough terrain, but the wheels aren't articulating a crazy amount. Now it's time for the Pronghorn Black Diamond Trail. All right, so we went over the plan. I wasn't recording. DJ's taking a seat, and yeah, this is the wall. I drove down here. I really don't feel like climbing up these shelves. Well, we'll see. Here's a Rubicon. Gladiator. So here, Nori intentionally left both lockers off. Ignore did not. Okay.
Yeah, you just slipped off. Come back right.
Now, because he slipped off there, he's going to engage just his front locker. Rear locker will stay off.
Yeah. Go, go.
Nice.
Awesome. Right on.
Okay.
Awesome.
I got traction boards if shit hits the fan.
Traction boards won't do much up here.
And Jason, how are you feeling about this?
No way am I trying this.
Yeah, I'm thinking I would just watch everyone else do it.
Yeah.
Cheer on.
I went down it. You know?
down it?
I went down it.
How was that?
I have a video about that. I did. I went down the sketchy way.
So you went down this way?
No, that way. And I slid and everything. It was everything I expected.
Yeah.
You know, including the sliding.
Yeah, absolutely.
Was it this sandy when you went down to?
There's always a sandy. Yeah, someone needs to come out here with a broom.
Go. Oh, now you're sliding the same way I did. Okay, ledge coming up. You're gonna hit it with the passenger. There's the ledge. Try to hit it square and bump it. Bump it. There you go. Keep going. Bump it again. Keep going. And to the left. Nice job.
Nice.
Balls of steel, baby.
Traction control. Wow. That's a great system for just traction control. Oh, you didn't die. Almost there.
Go back down for about 6 inches, and if you can bump what you're on right there, don't go any farther back than about 6 inches though, and then just do a quick bump on that and you're up over.
Like right there, yeah, no more than that.
Just straight shot, just bumping over. Don't spin too much though.
There it is. There it is.
Good drive, good drive. Eric,
Nice.
go back down.
About it.
Hey, wait, what was the first thing you thought about?
I should definitely lower my tire pressure. I was running late. I met up with you guys. I apologize for being late.
Don't be sorry, it's all right.
but I was still at 40. I was still at 40. The other thing I was thinking about that hadn't crossed my mind until I was up here is if I can't make it, how am I gonna back down that? Because that would have been one of those things you're like, all right, okay, get out of the car. Dad's sacrificing himself. We're going for
Let me ride a quick wheel right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, everything goes to you and the dog.
Yeah. Whoa, where's he going? Which line is he taking?
I don't know.
Which line do you want to go? Are you trying to go up this one or this one?
Yeah,
We're going that one.
go that way.
Okay.
Look at that.
Very nice.
Nice.
Good job.
Done.
Is that scary?
Yep.
Good drive. Good drive.
Good job. Good job, David. You might want to, you know, there's running out of space. Yeah, I think you should back up over that way. I'm obviously not going to attempt this.
No, it's okay.
No, dude, I'm not going to attempt this, man.
I think you might be able to go up this way, no joke.
You know, I got to go to work.
Well, yeah, because the exit's that way.
Sometimes the exit's that way too.
He was just stalling. He's like, I gotta go to work.
I gotta wash my hair.
Gotta wash my car. Yeah.
You know, I do have to wash myself though. I mean, I can't be all dirty.
No,
Well,
the timing
so
is convenient.
the thing is, I'm not going home. I'm going straight to my appointment because it's in Glendale. So yeah.
More hair.
Things look flat on camera, and on camera this looks like a wall, so I'm scared, but I guess I'm gonna try.
It's okay. We got you, man.
Okay, but you guys have to move though. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we're waiting for DJ.
You know what?
I mean, honestly, at this point, you're already running out of time to go back. So now you have no choice but to take the short way.
Hey, John, I said you forgot your tampons in my car.
Yeah, I gotta get going though.
Yeah, it's 12 o'clock on the dot, I guess that's what he's gonna go with.
Yeah, it's gonna take me a good 30 minutes to get out of here. So I really was gonna make the attempt, but I just ran out of time. I had to go to work. And my plan was to drive up to the shelf. If I made it up the shelf, I would continue on. I knew I'd be okay. And if I didn't make it up, then I would just simply back down. I know this is one of my longer episodes. Thanks for sticking around if you're still watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. I don't believe in throwing filler into my videos, so I know it's long, but hopefully everything was exciting enough for you. With that said, it's time to end this episode. So until next time, I hope you have fun on your adventures.